Welcome back, dear viewers, to another captivating update from the dazzling world of K-drama stars and Hallyu icons. Today's story is one that many of you have been waiting for, whispering about in forums, discussing in fan cafes, and endlessly speculating across social media platforms. It's about the ever-graceful Moon Jae-young, who has once again found herself at the center of relationship rumors with none other than Cha Eun Woo, the nation's heartthrob, and the curious twist that comes with Eun Woo's rare day off. Fans are wondering, does silence speak louder than words, and what exactly do these coincidences mean? Stay tuned, because this story is about to pull you deep into the roller coaster of emotions, mystery, and maybe even hidden romance. Moon Jae-young has always been known for her calm, composed, and sometimes enigmatic public persona. She's eloquent during interviews, playful on set with colleagues. Yet when it comes to her personal life, especially anything related to dating, she transforms into a master of silence. This silence, though, is not emptiness. Fans often interpret it as a statement of its own. And now, as whispers about her alleged closeness to Cha Eun Woo resurface, her decision to remain silent is stirring even bigger curiosity. It feels almost like she's telling fans, believe what you want, but I won't confirm nor deny. Meanwhile, Cha Eun Woo, who has been booked and busy with schedules that span dramas, music, fan meetings, and endorsements, suddenly has a day off. That might not sound like much, but for someone of his caliber, a free day is a rare gem, almost like spotting a shooting star. And what did he do with it? Fans across online communities are buzzing with theories. Some believe he simply rested at home, indulging in his hobbies like photography or sketching. Others speculate that he might have chosen to spend it in a more meaningful way, possibly with someone special. You know where fans' imaginations immediately go, Moon Jae-young. Let's take a step back, shall we? The history between Eun Woo and Jae-young is not just a product of random rumors. Their undeniable chemistry and true beauty etched itself into the minds of millions worldwide. It wasn't just acting, it was natural, fluid, and filled with moments that felt too real to be staged. From the way Eun Woo's gaze softened when looking at Jae-young, to the way she seemed to relax and laugh more freely when he was around, fans saw sparks. And let's be honest, once you see sparks, you can't unsee them. Now, whenever either one of them appears in the news, especially in contexts that might hint at dating, fans immediately connect the dots. And that's exactly what's happening now. Eun Woo's day off combined with Jae-young's silence feels like puzzle pieces slowly forming an image. Some fans are convinced this silence is a protective shield, that perhaps the two are genuinely close but refuse to give the media the satisfaction of confirmation. After all, K-drama romance turning into real-life romance is one of the sweetest fantasies fans hold on to. But it also comes with pressures and scrutiny that no young star wants to face. Imagine this scenario for a moment. Eun Woo, finally free from his relentless schedule, wakes up without an alarm. The sun is streaming in through the curtains, his phone buzzing with unread messages. He scrolls casually, smiles at some fan posts, checks updates, and then pauses. He has the entire day to himself. No makeup chair, no script to memorize, no camera waiting to capture his every move. Just freedom. What would someone like him do? Now, put Moon Jae-young into that picture. Maybe she too wakes up, sees the swirling rumors online, and chooses silence. She knows if she says anything, it will either fuel the fire or put out a flame that she doesn't necessarily want extinguished. Maybe her silence is not avoidance, but a quiet nod to those who already know the truth. And if by chance Eun Woo and Jae-young spent even a few hours together on that day off, imagine the electricity. They wouldn't need to make grand gestures. Just the simplicity of sharing a meal, walking through a quiet park, or exchanging inside jokes would be enough to strengthen a bond that the public can only guess at. This is where fans become part of the story. As you're listening right now, I want you to think, what does silence mean to you? When someone avoids answering a question, Do you take it as guilt, denial, or perhaps quiet confirmation? Moon Jae-young's silence invites each fan to project their own feelings onto the situation. For some, it's frustrating. For others, it's thrilling. A silent confirmation that there's something worth hiding. And Eun Woo's day off. Well, let's interact here. Imagine you were Cha Eun Woo for a moment. You're adored by millions, constantly scrutinized, and your every move is tracked. When given a precious day off, would you risk stepping out in public with someone you care about, knowing paparazzi might catch you? Or would you create private moments away from prying eyes? Comment your answers, because that's exactly the debate happening among fans right now. What makes this narrative even more compelling is the undeniable cultural context. In South Korea, idols and actors face extraordinary pressure regarding dating. Fans can be protective, sometimes possessive, and the media never sleeps. For someone like Moon Jae-young, who has already experienced the highs and lows of fame, silence is power. For someone like Cha Eun Woo, who balances between idol and actor, a single rumor can overshadow professional achievements. So maybe, just maybe, their silence and actions are not about deception, but about protecting something precious. As this story unfolds, let's dive into fan reactions. One fan wrote online, "Moon Jae-young doesn't need to say anything. Her silence speaks volumes. She's protecting herself and Eun Woo." Another commented, "Why does Eun Woo's day off suddenly align with these rumors? Coincidence? I don't think so." Yet another playful fan joked, "If Eun Woo is on his day off, I bet he's either watching anime, playing guitar, or secretly meeting Jae-young. My heart can't take the suspense." These voices capture the mixture of excitement, anxiety, and affection fans feel. But here's a thought. What if Jae-young's silence is not about Eun Woo at all? What if it's simply her asserting independence, refusing to let her personal life become public property? Isn't that, in itself, admirable? Similarly, what if Eun Woo's day off was exactly what it appeared to be, a simple day of rest? Sometimes the beauty lies in the normalcy, not the conspiracy. But let's be honest, where's the fun in that? Fans thrive on the what-ifs, and perhaps deep down the stars know it too. Now let's turn to you, dear viewers. Do you think Jae-young's silence is a deliberate choice to protect her rumored bond with Eun Woo? Or do you think fans are reading too much into coincidences? And when Eun Woo finally steps back into the spotlight after his break, will you see him differently, knowing he had that quiet day? Share your thoughts in the comments, because this story is as much about your interpretations as it is about theirs. Before we wrap this up, let's reflect on why we care so deeply. Why do Eun Woo and Jae-young capture our hearts so intensely? It's because they remind us of something pure, chemistry that feels real, emotions that go beyond the screen. They allow us to dream about love that grows quietly, privately, and powerfully. And whether or not the rumors are true, they've given us a story we can feel invested in. A story where silence becomes its own form of communication, and where even a simple day off becomes headline-worthy. So, dear viewers, as we close this chapter for now, remember, sometimes the most beautiful stories are the ones not spoken out loud, the ones lived in silence, and the ones that allow us to imagine. Moon Jae-young keeps silent, Cha Eun Woo takes a rare day off, and the rest is left to us, fans, dreamers, and storytellers, to piece together.